Alright, and we are back in. Sorry if my dog dreaming and squealing in the background from his dream, from his wild dog dream, gets into the mic, so. Here we go, on Woohoo Island. Honestly, on paper, this is Dev's game for sure. This matchup does not benefit Edu, and obviously items are items and final smashes are final smashes, but there's only so far those can carry you whenever part of the game is still an actual brawl between these boys. But it is still coming to even blows so far. But just wait until you know, both of them need to get that download. And yeah, there we go. I was about to say, and as soon as Dev gets the download, we are going to be seeing some limitations here. Unfortunately, Edu missing that F smash. This assist trophy might give him an opportunity. Nope, it will not. Missed several F smashes there. He might rush into his final smash just to use it before time runs out. But Dev has a lot of opportunities to avoid this thing, but he didn't. He had a lot of different opportunities, a lot of different ways to avoid it, but unfortunately he was unable to. Knocking out Gray Fox there. Same stock. Just kidding. That was a joke. Not same stock anymore. Edu waiting it out, trying to get himself some momentum. DevStar not landing that. Looks like he reversed it accidentally, maybe. He may have actually even meant to boomerang, but I don't think so. I think it was just an accident. And taking up some percent now, getting pinned by some items, but you know that fire is always useful. And getting clipped by the toes for the little Bowser Tootsies. And that's, I mean, that put them back on even stock, but this Fly Swatter is definitely putting in work now. Piling up a lot of percent onto Edu. And now he's got the Bird Boy. This is definitely, oh, okay. Oh, that was a good use of a final smash there. Using it to defend himself from several different opportunities. And Dev can come back because of the stage down there. And I'll be honest with you, was the stage going away? Because the stage isn't normally down there, so I think it was actually still there from going away. I don't think it just chills down there. So that was interesting. But back to zero. Both boys back to zero. Got a Suicune on deck. Warp Launch Star can definitely, yeah, be bad for these boys here. But one thing I think is really cool about Launch Star is the thrower does get affected by it. They changed that property with a few items in this game, where the thrower, particularly bombs, where the person who throws it does not get hurt by it. But it is really nice that the Launch Star allows you to do that because, let's be honest, that's more height. So we got Banana Gun on field. Dr. Wiley in Edu's favor. But this is coming down to the wire. And Bowser's going to want to throw out a lot of hitboxes. He's going to want to throw out a whole lot of hitboxes here. But that impatience could actually end up hurting him until he punches Young Link directly into the camera. Directly into the camera. Edu taking that game, taking game one of the set. Looks like we're going to WarioWare? Which, you know, both of these players I think both of these players had lots of success in WarioWare. So actually that's a good pick. When Edu went here, I believe he was versus Stitch. Let me just look at bracket. I could just do that. Yeah, he was versus Stitch, and ended up working out very well for him despite the Cloud matchup. But when Dev went here, he completely ruined Stefan's life, like his whole life, like Stefan's entire whole life. So, it all just really comes down to who grabs the stage. And with Young Link's projectiles, you know, and speed of the projectiles, that could be really, really easy for him to grab the stage with it, or with them. And then, you know, you get the items, and all of a sudden, there's no chance, you know? Edu saying, you know, screw the rules. I'm Bowser. I'm gonna make sure we both fail. Making sure that neither of them get that boost there, but honestly that may have been the better choice. DevStar was prepared to just sit there and wait through the don't move, but Edu deciding that it was not worth that. Both of them dying there. I actually did not see how Dev died. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea how Dev died. And this final smash, actually, if it lands, it is killing. Yeah, there's Dev, yeah. Wow. And we can see here, WarioWare, very, very dangerous in this setting. And honestly, why wouldn't you? If you were Edu, why wouldn't you? You gotta go for the hype move. You got to. That's the way it works. Dev's got Lin, and Edu's just gonna sit there and take it. Which once again, are there very many other options? Dev finally hitting a final smash. And yeah, I was gonna say that might kill with bad DI. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell on WarioWare, in all honesty. The Berry plus Knuckle Joe, and now the Mega Mushroom. Oh man, DevStar taking that just barely too, and it was so much Edu's game that entire time. So now it's 1-1. And Dev Gang's popping off in the chat. Okay. So, if either of you are listening, go ahead and SD. Because this is supposed to be the 64 one, unless you are both cool with this. They're both called Peach's Castle, I think. Like, literally, I think we put 64 on the list. But maybe not on the Smash GG list. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think it says that on the the rule sheet. But whenever we copy pasted or whenever we moved it in here, it must not have gone in. Sorry about that. Sorry guys. I'm fixing that now. I know who cares, but at the same time, you know, if he chose it thinking it would be one thing, I didn't want there to be an issue with that. So, all right, now we're back in game 3 of this very competitive set. Gonna see who can take home winners semifinals. This is the semifinals match. This is the match of semifinals. You know, there won't be a semifinals match after. There won't be a winners semis after this. So that makes it the semifinals match. And Dev taking a lot of percent already right from jump. And oh man, just barely being able to make it back there too, hanging on that ledge as it's tucking itself away. Little turtle head going retreating into its shell. Except I guess in this case, the tail gets longer. I don't really know how that works. Anyway, Edu losing a stock already, but he got the Prince, the Frog Prince, and that could absolutely be a stock if Dev is not careful. But speaking of not being careful, Edu is being bounced around by these projectiles, and that platform on the top is definitely an issue for him, but that up smash with armor is going to take that stock. And that Prince is just doing nothing, man. He's decided that he doesn't want to play today. Oh, and there he goes, finally doing something. Though not being able to lock Dev into it. Dev, yep, timing that get up attack very well. And finally being able to avoid Bowser Final Smash. Same stock, but it doesn't feel like it, just by how much Dev has been able to trash him. But Dev... Well, you know what? We're back. You know what? What happened there doesn't even matter. This is where we are now. and that hammer is being very oppressive to a lot of Link's, young Link's approach options. And Edu, frame 1 grabbing that assist trophy after getting an entire stock with that. But Dev getting the ditto here, which might help equalize it for him, but he does have a little bit of a way to go, but Edu's not been able to put on a single percent in this last stock, so even though he's on the last stock, how much does it actually matter? And that bumper really getting in the way of Edu's love to approach from the top. As long as Edu stays... Oh, you know what? I didn't think that explosion would hit. Now they are back to even, and Edu getting stage spiked with an untechable, so not even having an option to get out of that. That air dodge to the ground, picking up that assist trophy, but not being able to actually use it, and Phosphoro coming out. Which is a pretty good assist trophy, all things considered. Plus, of course, we got 2 final smashes on deck. Someone's got to use theirs soon. And Dev using his first was kind of a nail in the coffin, because Edu can use his from anywhere. If he can get the frames to do it. Wow, Edu, he's not getting any frames. He could have used it from out there. I think Bowser Final Smash puts you back into the center of the stage, if I'm not mistaken. But he was just having such a hard time getting that, literally not even having enough frames in some of those instances. So, GG's to both of you. That was such a... Oh, it does put you back to where you used it? Okay. Well, either way, though, that could have bought him some time. But that was a tough position to be in, and I you know, great job. Great job from the both of them. Edu is still in. He is in losers bracket now, so he absolutely has a chance at coming back. And speaking of losers, it's gonna be Mari versus Stefan in losers quarters.